Hey guys, and welcome to another video. As most of you know, I hit Platinum the other day, which is currently my peak ranking for League of Legends. So I decided to do an AMA video on my time playing League and my journey to Plat. Obviously, I'm not happy at Plat and I want to go above and beyond, but I'm at Plat at the moment and, you know, I want to do an AMA about it. So here we are. And just a heads up, because of the lack of content, that's because I've been waiting for my green screen to arrive so I can continue editing my video. It seems pretty cool. Hopefully you guys will like it. It's a bit cringy, but that's like me, so you guys should like it. Anyway, let's get right into this AMA. Okay, so for the first question, um, I got asked is which role slash champ did you play? Now, I don't know if you guys have watched my older videos or not, but I have played a lot of jungle, like a lot of jungle, and a lot of mid lane. Mid lane's probably half of my games. Over half of my games have been played in the jungle role, and mid lane wouldn't probably be just a quarter, if that. And what champ did you play? Now, I used to be a Z1 trick, but then to climb, I basically became a meta slave, and I've been playing a lot of Cassiopeia and Twisted Fate. If you want to check out my Twisted Fate build, remember to look at my other video. I did a guide on it, so hopefully that will help you there. The next question I got was previous season ranks. Now, I don't really want to talk about this because it's a bit disappointing, but I'm pretty sure I finished silver in season 4. Yeah, silver in season 4, silver in gold in season 5, gold in season 6, and now plat in season 7. Yeah, I think that's right. I'm not 100% sure. One of those golds could be another silver. So yeah, that's just to look back on how far I've come now. Obviously it's been a few years, but this year's probably been the best year of improvement. So hopefully we continue. We can get to a higher league again. By the way, if I look like I'm reading off a screen, I actually am because my questions are on my screen. So sorry about that. Anyway, thoughts on boosting. Now, this is an interesting question. I'm thoroughly against boosting in general because it puts a player in a rank that they shouldn't be in. They ruin games for other people that are that rank, and I'm just against ruining games. But obviously boosting is potentially someone's income, so it's kind of a catch-22, isn't it? Like, obviously for the booster, it's perfectly fine. For the person getting boosted, it can be kind of a waste of money because you're just going to drop back in the ranks anyway. So unless you believe, like, thoroughly believe you can play at a gold level when you're boosting yourself from silver, then maybe just to get those victorious skins, it's not the best thing, but I guess it's up to you. Just, I wouldn't be boosting your account to something stupid like platinum or diamond because it's just silly, to be honest. Next question was what role I consider OP slash strong at the moment. Now, most of my friends would know what role this is. I've made a very big case that 80s carry is the strongest role in League at the moment. Just because of the amount of damage output you can have, and you're always going to scale, no matter the game. There's one thing you can guarantee on: you're guaranteed to scale as an 80 carry. So I would say 80 carry is the strongest role. I wouldn't say they're OP, but I would say they're very strong at the moment. Obviously, they have their weak spots with getting caught out of position, etc. But overall, 80 carries like Tristan that would be pretty damn strong at the moment. Yeah, that'd be my pick. How many champs should I main if I'm trying to climb? Now, I did go through this in a previous video, but just to clarify, I said 3 champs. Obviously, if you can, one trick ponies will climb a hell of a lot faster than someone playing 5 to 6 champs, but it's boring. I'm one of those people. I've always said 3 champs is easiest to climb, but I have never had a champion pool of 3. I've always had a larger champion pool because I don't know. I guess because you see the pros playing, you just want to copy and get bored of playing one champion over and over again. So I would say stick to 3 so you keep the game fresh. But if you find yourself playing and playing as a chore and getting bored with those 3 champs, and branch out. But if you're just purely playing League to climb, I'd say try to get 2 or 3 champs as your mains. Most stressful part of League. Now, the most stressful part of League is that realization you come to when you start losing, and then you realize that you've wasted the last 40 minutes of your 40 minutes of your day just playing a game, losing, and that mindset you get yourself into when you lose because it gets really stressful and you start saying it's a waste of time, etc. That's probably the most stressful part. Um, Obviously, it's not a waste of time. You're learning from your mistakes, you're learning from your losses, but at the same time, you're not seeing any reward at the moment. So it's very hard to get through that stage in League. And I see a lot of my friends struggle with that part a lot as well. What was the worst thing to deal with? The worst thing to deal with, most people would say AFKs and DCs, but it happens about the same on every team. Everyone gets that player. I would say the worst thing to deal with is, in general, is when you win your lane and you can't impact the game enough to actually carry your team. That would be the hardest part for me to deal with because I used to pride myself on winning my lane and then snowballing from there, but considering the meta at the moment, it just doesn't happen. It's all about team fighting, etc. So that would be my worst thing to deal with. Would be winning lane and losing game. Classic one there. Did I duo queue much? Now I didn't really duo queue much on my main account. I duo queued a lot on my Smurf accounts, say. Do I recommend duo queue? If you're comfortable and your partner is going to win their role, then yeah, that's fine. Duo queue all you want. You're just going to be climbing together. It's a lot more fun playing duo queue than playing solo queue. I would say solo queue is a lot more stressful because it's on you, whereas duo queue you can have a lightened up mood as such. So yeah, duo queue if you want to, but again, solo queue is probably going to net you more improvement. Any tips on climbing? There's no real hidden OP tip to climbing. It's just play more games. If there's one thing I could say, it's play more games. You're not gonna learn. You're not gonna improve if you don't play more games. Although it does, as I said before, it seems stressful playing and losing LP and demoralizing. But at the end of the day, you're going to end up winning more than you lose, generally speaking. If not, then you'll have to work on your champion pool more or less because obviously you're playing matchups you don't actually have any idea what's happening. So I would say a tip to climb is just play more. What helped me the most on my journey? What helped me the most on my journey is watching YouTube videos, I guess. Trying to figure out how to, well, when I was jungling, finding out my jungle pathing, etc. I used to watch a hell of a lot of Foxdrop, but his videos have kind of gone into a more entertaining purpose now, more than his original uh, teaching videos. So I'd say watch YouTube. There's a lot of good YouTubers out there that show you and explain their game thoughts, which is really handy. Obviously Twitch streams as well, but that's really Twitch streams are really full of people that are just entertainment purposes. So I wouldn't always recommend Twitch stream. Sorry. Um, do you believe you have now peaked? Nah. If you believe you've peaked, then you're never gonna get better. If you believe you've peaked at Silver 1, you're never gonna get better. Same here. If I believe I've peaked at Plat 5, I'm not gonna get anywhere because my mentality is all wrong. So no, I don't believe I've peaked. I think I have a lot more less in my tank, and I'm not sure how to go about improving from here on in. It's gonna be a grind, obviously, but hopefully hopefully it does work out. But no, I don't believe I peaked. Do you think it's possible for everyone to reach their rank goals? Now, yes. Again, just play more games. If you're netting a 51% win rate, you're still climbing. If you're netting a 50.7% win rate, you're still climbing. If your win rate is anything positive, you are climbing. So it is possible for everyone to reach their rank goals, especially if it's between like silver gold, because you always get that free win in your promos. So that helps a hell of a lot with climbing. I say if you want to reach gold by the end of the year, just push through. You should be able to make it, especially if you pick two champions up in the current meta and just spam them. You'll definitely make your goal if you put the time in. Anyway, this question's pretty funny. Why did I turn my back on jungle? And what was your reason for going to mid lane? The reason I turned my back on jungle is a funny story. We played in a open challenger tournament thing. Obviously, I'm not challenger. Open. Is it open league? tournament, I think. Yeah, that's what it's called. Anyway, I was playing jungle and I realized that to impact the game in that meta, you needed to be not so much your jungler could impact the game, but because your laners didn't have any pressure, you kind of your laners were giving up vision everywhere. So there was no point jungling in a sense because I was wasted because I was the highest ranked player on my team. So I decided to go to mid, but doing so I didn't want to kick the current mid laner out. So I actually left the team. But they wanted me to come back because apparently no one was playing ranked when I left rank fives. So I came back, I got my mid lane, and I guess the rest is history, really. I've swapped between mid and jungle a lot because a part of me misses jungle, but I miss jungle when it was fun, when it was enjoyable, when it was very different to what it is at the moment, I would say. And would you return to the jungle? Would I return to the jungle as a jungle main? And what would make you go back? Honestly, I would go back to the jungle if it became a key role again. I always loved jungle. Jungle's my main. I would always call it my main role. I know I've played mid the last whatever half, 3/4 of the season, but jungle was always the role that really got me into this game. So to go back to the jungle would be an honor, but I'm an innovator. I like innovating, and at the moment the jungle meta is just very, very bland. Tank meta, boring. But then again, when it goes to the AD meta or assassin meta, it's very boring as well because it's repetitive. So, my throat. What I'm saying is, jungle is might be a good role in terms of impacting the game, but it's not innovative. And the only reason I'd see myself going back there is if my team wanted me to. If, say, someone from my team wanted to play mid lane, I would go back to the jungle. Um, but yeah, nah. Um, as I see it now, probably not. But I wouldn't mind another run in the jungle if the case was there. Favorite memory playing League. Now, talking about jungle, my favorite memory was in the jungle. I played like this is back ages ago. I was like silver something, silver like low silver, silver four or something. Anyway, I played jungle like two rank five games in a row, and this wasn't even this season. I was like at least in one trick at the time. I versus this Rengar one trick who was Plat, and he stomped me. He stomped me so hard, and I remember everyone giving me shit about it. And I was like, because I went into the game, and I was like, oh, listen's a good counter to Rengar. I got this in the bag. Rengar stomps me. Um, also another memory on that note, I'll just add this in, is when I saw an AP Ash jungle. They were like diamond, and they cocked our team. It's pretty funny. Worst memory playing league. The worst memory playing league to me would be. I don't actually know. I don't have a worst memory. In fact, I have bad memories, but most of them aren't actually to do with the game. They're more to do with. I hate it when my team like will play a game and everyone like rages and gets angry at the game and then they leave and give up. I fucking hate giving up. Um, I don't care if we're like fucking heaps far down. I just hate giving up. I hate the whole sense of giving up and surrendering. Like, sure, if you're playing solo with Joker, you want to surrender and get the next game. I understand that, but rank fives, I want to play it out. I want to see where our mistakes lie. I feel like rank fives give you more room to improve, and that would be my worst memory of playing League. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening to me. It may be a bit boring, but I hope you guys could understand a bit that League, to get good at League, you just have to put the time into it. Obviously, everyone will peak eventually, but no one no one can tell you that you can't make it. No one can tell you that you can't get there. I've had a lot of people tell me that I'm not good enough. Hell, I was like wasn't even in the top 5 of my friends to begin with, and then I played League like non-stop just to prove a point to them. And now I'm not proving a point to them, I'm proving a point to myself that I am good enough, and that maybe with all this practice and all this time I've put into this game, that one day I can actually get to where I want to be, and hopefully that's sooner than I expect it to be, but Anyway, guys, I guess we'll find out soon, and I'll see you on the Rift. Sorry about the coffee, my fucking throat's dead. See you guys.
Feel me like a Hellcat.